Hello and welcome to my newest video. In this video, I will show you a little detail of the relay CPU, and I will explain how it is possible that the adder of the relay CPU is adding numbers much faster than you may think of in a relay-based CPU. And I will start with a little video. In this video, you see the complete ALU of the relay CPU and an Arduino which is supporting the control lines so that the ALU is adding 1 to the content of the accumulator as fast as possible. What you have seen here is that adding 1 is relatively fast because you have to think that a relay needs at least 5 to 10 milliseconds to open or to close its switch. And when you think about adding numbers, then you have to be aware of the fact that if you are here, we see two decimal numbers. If you are adding 4 to 9, then the result is 13. You have here a little 1 and you have to add it to the next place. And if you want to add the complete numbers here, before you can add 6 and 3, you have to wait for the results of all the places here before, and only then you know if there is a 1 or there is no 1. And this is a much bigger problem if you are adding binary numbers. Because if you want to calculate the result on this position, you need the result of this position, of this position, of this position, and then you know that you have here a 1. And in a worst case scenario, you have to calculate all the places here, and then you can calculate the last place. And this needs time. This needs a lot of time. And in a modern CPU, this problem is solved with a lot of additional hardware. But in a relay CPU, we don't want to invest a lot of additional hardware. But there is a little fact: if you are building a adder using relays, relays are unbelievably slow. But there is one fact which helps us. So here you see the circuit diagram of a so-called full adder. This full adder is able to add two binary digits, A and B. He is taking care about the carry of the bit position before. He is generating a carry for the bit position after and a summary. So we can add these two numbers. The full adder is adding this 1, this carry of the bit position before, and he is generating a carry for the bit position after the bit position we are adding at the moment. And if you want to add a longer number, then of course you need a lot of these full adders connected like a chain. And the carry out of one of the full adders is connected to the carry in of the next. And exactly this is the problem. Because this AND gate here needs the information of the carry in of the bit position before and the two inputs into the full adder. Then it can generate a result, and this result is the input for the next full adder. And this needs a lot of time. Problem is that the two inputs of a transistor-based AND gate are symmetrical. And this is a main difference to a relay-based AND gate, because in a relay-based AND gate, the two inputs are not symmetrical. Here you see a picture of the circuit diagram of a full adder in the relay CPU. And here you see how we can realize an AND gate using relays. Here we have input A, input B, and output C. And this is what I said before. The two inputs are not symmetrical. Input A is connected to the coil. If input A is active, then the coil will switch this switch. And input B, if input B is active, then we will activate the output C if the coil is active. And we can prepare this AND gate. In this circuit here, in this full adder, we can calculate with using A and B the first input into the AND gate. We can calculate at a very early stage of the calculation. Yes, we have to wait for the carry of the bit position before, but we can prepare this AND gate. We can switch the switch using the coil. And this is done exactly here. Here, these two relays here are building the first XOR. These two relays are building the second XOR. And this relay here is this AND gate. And the coil is input number 1, and the coil is connected to the output of the first XOR of this one. This connection here is this connection here. And the second input to this AND gate, I switched A and B here. The second input is the carry in here. And if A and B are switching the coil, then the 1 is connected to the output. And this is the complete secret why this relay-based adder is as fast as it is. Because we can switch this relay here independent of the other bit positions. We don't have to wait of all the calculations here until we can switch the AND gate for this bit position. This would be a disaster. But we can calculate the first input of the AND gate, which is connected to the coil only by using this two. And then we have to wait until the carry input. But all the carries are switched through all the stages very fast because all these bit positions has switched their relays, calculating the carry or not. But we don't have to wait for all of them one after the other. And this is the advantage of the relay-based AND gate. We can prepare it, and if one, an active, is coming to input B, then we will very fast. So if we have input A very early in our calculation, we can prepare the AND gate, and if we have input B, then we are very fast. And this is the only reason why the calculation in the video I showed you before is as fast as it is. But last but not least, the facts I told you in the video before are not invented by me. I read them in a book written by Mr. Konrad Zuse. Konrad Zuse was a German inventor, and he built a mechanical masterpiece, the Zuse Z1, and this was one of the first programmable computers in the world.